A consensus has emerged that social protection is a primary development priority to reduce poverty and inequality, and that social protection must be universal for all. But this is a story that started more than 100 years ago, when countries started building social security systems, including pensions for older persons, disability benefits, child and maternity support, work injury, health, and other schemes. It is a history of success. Countries have been extending social protection consistently, with a rapid expansion in recent years. Today, many developing countries around the world have universal or near universal schemes, such as Argentina, Bolivia, Botswana, Brazil, China, Georgia, Guyana, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Lesotho, Maldives, Mauritius, Mongolia, Namibia, Nepal, South Africa, Swaziland, Thailand, Timor-Leste, Trinidad and Tobago, Ukraine, and Uzbekistan. It is a long list, and soon it will be longer, as many other countries are working hard to extend social protection floors. Some have done it in record time, like China, which has achieved nearly universal pension coverage in 4 years. Now, why are countries extending social protection floors? Because of its demonstrated results. Social protection reduces tensions, as it reduces poverty and inequality and builds political stability. Social protection improves human capital and productivity. And most interestingly, social protection increases consumption and domestic demand by raising household income, something so important in times of weak economic recovery and slow growth. Again, social protection must be universal, not only targeted to the poor, because everybody eventually becomes sick and gets old. Universal social protection is a human right and a state responsibility, as agreed by world states in 2012 in Recommendation 202 on social protection floors. Universal social protection can be achieved in two main manners: by publicly financed transfers to all, for instance, a social pension for all older persons, like in many African nations, or by a mix of contributory schemes and non-contributory publicly financed schemes, combining both, such as in many Latin American countries. An important question I always get is universal social protection affordable in developing countries? And the answer is yes. ILO estimates that a complete social protection floor package will cost between 1% and 8% of GDP in a large number of developing countries. Clearly, lower-income countries will take a more progressive approach, building social protection gradually. However, what is important to point out is that there is fiscal space for social protection even in the poorest countries. There are 8 options that any country can consider. These options for expanding fiscal space are very important today in view of austerity trends. You can check them on our website. These options must be discussed in national dialogue with all relevant stakeholders, including government, unions, employers, civil society, and development partners. This is how the process to expand social protection begins. It is happening in many countries. I invite you to read about successful country experiences and much more in our website. Thank you.